I guess first of all, Marc, last weekend's series, when you look at the way you guys played, where do you feel like you need to get better? It seems like it's a hard question to to maybe take seriously because you've won 7 in a row and you guys have played really well. But what areas do you think you guys can get better at?
Well, it would probably help if you stay out of the box and don't take as many penalties as we do. But I think we're really fortunate. We found different ways to win pretty much every weekend. If we were in the box like that, we just still found a way to win. Or power plays a difference, or certain players, certain lines on our roster, kind of take over the game and produce and get us the win. It's hard to tell where to get better. I think overall we could just be just a better team in general. Don't even have these bumps, but you always have these peaks and valleys in your game, and it's kind of to us to make the most out of it. And so far we've done a pretty good job with that.
Is a lot of it, and you can answer this one too, but is a lot of it just trying to maintain that consistency over time as well? Yeah,
always. We always preach in the locker room. It doesn't matter kind of what happens. You never want to get too high or too low on certain circumstances, and we still take it a day at a time, and that won't change. If we win both games this week and lose both, we're still going to approach the day the same way we've been in the past, and we've been pretty successful with it.
Yeah, I mean, we kind of talked about it after the games. Both Friday and Saturday, they don't hang banners or hand out rings in November. So just continue to get better and make sure we're at our best, every weekend and trying to get better every weekend.
What's it like for you when you're seeing what happened on Saturday and what Marc's talked about and what Coach just talked about? And you guys are taking penalties, or you're killing as many penalties as you guys have to kill off. How do you approach it any differently in goal? What's that like for you in those situations?
I wouldn't say it's different. It's just kind of different, like tactically, as far as like what you're facing. You have to know that their best players are going to be on the ice for probably the next 2 minutes or so, and we do a really good job of pre-scouting, so you kind of have an idea of what to expect, and then just trying to work together with the penalty killers as best you can, whether that's getting whistles or putting pucks in areas where we can get clears down the ice, and just kind of being prepared for what their power play brings.
Marc, when you kind of watch what Dryden's done here over the last month or so, really all season, but over the string that you guys have been on, what are your impressions?
Of Dryden?
Yeah.
I don't think he's changed a bit since he came in your freshman year. If you talk about a guy that's ready to go pro, I would probably point at him because he brings it every game, every weekend. He's there. He's got her back no matter what. If he only faces 10 to 15 shots, he makes the most out of it. Or if we kind of screw up and take as many penalties as we did this past weekend, and he gets season high or career high 37, I think it was. He still got her back. So he's kind of her backbone back there.
Keeping things on Dryden, just getting those stops. I'm sure that the practice that you do every week goes into the games. But do you change anything during practice, or is it the kind of the same week to week to make sure you're sustaining the what you can do?
I'd say it's pretty much the same every week. Just try to focus on looking at what went well the week before, what didn't go well, and we do a lot of video with my goalie coach Brendan Poverze, and kind of examine my game every week and make sure we're focusing on the things I need to keep getting better at, and not lose sight of the fact that what I have been doing well, and making sure that I stay consistent with that, and overall just trying to stay consistent and then competing every day in practice. And
coming off of those 2 big wins against the 2-time national champions, you both can answer this, but does that give you guys a confidence boost, or is it just kind of like it's not playoffs yet, so it's obviously important, but where's your brain at coming off of the 2 big wins?
Unfortunately, we only play about 36 to 40 something games, so every weekend is kind of important. we had a plan going up there and win both games. We did that. So yeah, sure, we're we got some confidence from there because they have a hell of a team, and you want to play these games against teams like that. But like I said before, we don't ever want to get too high or too low on anything, and that's the same with Duluth last week, and we enjoyed that on Saturday night and Sunday, and since we came back to the rink on Monday, our focus has been on Lake State, and that's the same approach we've been doing for almost the 4 years I've been here, and I'm pretty sure that's what they continue to do when I'm out of here.
Yeah, I mean, I think the most important thing was kind of maybe for the young guys to see that team and play against those guys, Nathan Smith and Lucas Sauter, and see, a team that's been there and how those guys play and what it takes to beat those teams that are, are going to be there at the end of the year. So I think that was important, just going off that weekend. But, we have to reset and refocus on Lake State this weekend and making sure that we continue to defend our home ice.
Yeah, talking about Lake State, what are you guys going to do this weekend to get another couple of wins?
Well, they're the only team that beat us in our own building last year. They shut us out here, so we kind of not talk about revenge, but it's been all in our head, and we just want to make sure that's not going to happen this week. And so far we've done a pretty good job of preparing for the weekend. We got a day left to get our body and minds ready, and hopefully we're all there on Friday night when we play them.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much what Marc said. Just watching video and remembering what happened last year, and guys that were here last year, remembering how they play and what it takes to beat them, and hopefully we can execute Friday and Saturday.
We ended their season last year, right? So
yeah, that's right.
So now they probably they come here with some more aggressiveness, and I mean, sure, we would do the same thing. When Tech beat us the 2 years, I was 2 years in a row is always the season to look to the series to look forward to, and so we expect some really good, tough, and physical games this weekend.
Dryden, you ever played a game where the lights went out for a while, and then what was the mood like in the locker room when you took a little short break there?
Yeah, I don't think I've ever gone like an hour between my last warm-up shot and my first shot in the game, so that was different. But no, I mean, it was guys stayed focused. We actually had a pretty good start, I thought, those first 2.5, 3 minutes, whatever it was, and when we came back out, it seemed like we picked right back up where we started, and eventually I did get that first shot, and I was able to get into the game. So just a little bit of adversity, but definitely could have been worse.